everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, the Cool Mini or Not slash Steve Jackson Games Munchkin Dungeon has finally launched on Kickstarter today. I'm super excited about it. Getting to take a look at all the pieces and everything. Like, they did such an amazing job with the minis and that. And we're going to take a little highlight of that. We're going to take a look at the Munchkin Dungeon Kickstarter page, as well as we're going to be doing what I had planned today, which was opening up the Munchkin Zombies Walking Dead edition here. This is like a little expansion. It's 56 cards and the bullet dice. Now, these bullet dice, I got to see them when they were in their prototype form, but I mean, they look so freaking sweet. Since all of you guys, though, are so excited about Munchkin Dungeon, I think we'll head on over there first. Let's go on over. All right. Here's the Munchkin Dungeon page. And we'll scroll down to some of the minis and stuff because I know you guys were super excited about seeing those. So I guess I'll talk to you a little bit about. I went ahead and talked to Eric Lang about this a little bit in, I want to say, like Origins of last year. And it was really interesting because I know a lot of you were saying, oh, okay, is this going to be like a souped up version of Munchkin Quest? And that is not going to be the case. This is not going to be anything like Munchkin Quest. It's a completely different game, so it's going to have all new content and everything, all new mechanics in it. And I hear it's going to be very interactive whenever you're playing it. So, you know, whenever you get those Munchkin cards and you start getting involved where maybe you have a bookmark and you have to run around the table or something, but there's going to be a lot more interactiveness with the people at the table with this game, which I thought was really interesting because Eric was saying that, hey, like for him, that's the most fun that he has playing Munchkin is when he gets to interact with the players in silly ways with the cards across the table. And I thought that was really cool. Ooh, look at that dragon, guys. Oh, it looks so fantastic, right? Yeah, whenever I hit up this Kickstarter, so it was 1:01 p.m. And so it was supposed to have launched 1 o'clock my time. And I pulled it up and I was like, oh, okay, like it already has like 150 backers on this. At 1 minute past, I had already passed the, 1 to 10 backers there and like exceeded that. So it was crazy, super crazy. Oh, I'm so excited for this. I know I've been like thinking about this forever now. And Cool Mini or Not is going to be doing a lot of really cool stuff with this. They're going to be interviewing Eric Lang. They're going to be interviewing Steve Jackson. They're going to be, of course, doing their super awesome Cool Mini or Not stuff where they have a bunch of miniatures for this game. And so I'm assuming you're going to be able to unlock a bunch of them as well. I've only gotten to take a really quick, like, browsing of this here. But thus far, I am super excited to see everything behind this, all the mechanics of it. And I believe they also have, I don't know if they have a playthrough, but I think they have like a walkthrough of this up too as well, which should be really nice. Let's get down here. Okay, so we have the Kickstarter exclusive Elf Heroine, and we have all the fantastic, oh, that wizard looks amazing. And I'm glad that they included Flower in here as well, right? And the mall rat. Oh, those bad guys are so awesome. That floating nose, man. What what miniature are you guys most excited for out of this set? Because everybody has a favorite bad guy. I mean, come on. And I'm wondering if they're going to do like plastic tokens or something like that with this. I'll be really excited to follow this campaign. That's what I usually end up doing for Kickstarters. I'm big into Kickstarters. I follow a lot of campaigns, especially with Cool Mini or Not and stuff. So this will be an exciting one. I'm so excited to see this in a 3D like format with those characters. Ooh, look, they even got painted ones on here, guys. Man. Yeah, there's a preview for it by the Dice Tower. I think Mark Streed did it. And so you can kind of take a look at the board and get the base mechanics there as well. That chicken, that angry, angry chicken. It's so fantastic. All right, I'm going to scroll down to the rewards really quick. Okay, so yep, there's the Dice Tower thing. You guys can check that out. And they don't have anything up yet, so I'll be excited to see what else we have from them. let's see here. Okay, so let's move on. Thank you so much, you guys, for geeking out with me about that. I was so excited to see that. Today, we have the Munchkin Zombies Walking Dead edition here that I'm going to open. 56 cards of awesome Walking Dead goodness. You get to fight all the characters in here. And then I got the bullet dice. I think that we'll open up the bullet dice first, because, like, I haven't gotten to see these yet. And, of course, this is, like, one of the few times I forgot to bring my cutting objects. I was so excited about the Kickstarter. I just completely forgot these cutting objects here. Okay. Let's get these open. So, bullet dice. When are we going to use bullet dice? Somebody was talking about that online. They're like, like, I don't know what I would use these for. I'm like, well, you know, you could at least throw them at people. I mean, I don't recommend throwing them the pointing side on this, but you technically could, you know? So these guys here, oh, this is interesting how they have them in here. They're like really super secure in there. Pull these out. So you got 6 of these guys. And let's see how they roll, right? Like, that's the big thing. Oh, those stop really nice, guys. That's really nice. I'm going to put one of these under here for you to see. So there's the little dice there. And the pips on it are super easy to read. And what I really like right here is this. So the bottom of this right here is very, very, like, it has really nice little edges on it. And it really prevents it from continuing to roll too much. Because, you know, you can roll and you can start getting, like, off the table with some dice. So let's see. There we go. Yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. I was a little nervous that they were going to roll right off the thing. Yes, very good for any sort of apocalypse-themed games. I'm thinking lots of RPGs on this. Did Frag use dice? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't remember. It's been a really long time since I've played Frag. I know there's movement in there, but I don't remember if you played with dice or not on that. But, like, let's look at this again. Like, this is quite nice. Some of the dice you get and they just, like, keep rolling and then, like, you can't stop them, but guys, like, those stop really well. I'm really impressed with how well they stop. Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about what faces they're on. Like, they're very clear whenever they're there. Like, oh, these are nice. The only thing I would say is that you look at them and probably you're thinking, okay, well, that's going to weigh as much as like a regular bullet would, but they're not. They're lighter than like a regular bullet feel to them. They're, I think, maybe lighter than like maybe a normal dice sort of feel to them. I don't know if it's because like the weight of them is distributed evenly across my hand or something, but they're really fantastic looking. I'm really happy with these. Yeah, and then the rolling, these are fantastic. Ooh, okay. All right, so there's our dice there. You could also use them for your Munchkin Zombie game. You could put one of those in your Munchkin Zombie game, and that would be a lovely theme, right? All right, let's open up this. So, usually in these little packs and stuff, you usually get, yes, okay, so yes, Frag uses dice, tons and tons of D6s. So Frag would be another good one. I think that Frag may be out of print. So if you have Frag, like, you can absolutely use it with that. If you do like any sort of GURPS game or a futuristic themed game or like set in this day, those dice would be really great to have. Any sort of apocalypse game, any sort of zombie game, like, or if you just like collecting dice, like you're a serial dice collector like me, because I can't help myself. I need all the dice. Okay, yeah, Jimmy says Frag used a lot of dice. Oh my gosh, it's been probably, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years since I've played Frag. It's been a long time. It was whenever I started being a MIB. That was one of the games that I learned because it was a little bit newer, had been reprinted or something like that at the time. Let me get the other one open too. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Frag though would be a pretty good one then. if that is the case. I'm trying to think of what other ones. Oh, okay. So also, if you're thinking, oh man, where am I going to put these Walking Dead cards at? So, of course, you can put them in your zombie set, but you know what a really great thing to run together is your Munchkin Zombies and then your Munchkin Apocalypse. So you can have an end of the world scenario, guys. I mean, that's what you're looking for, right? All right, so we have our door cards that look like that. We have our treasure cards that look like that. We are heavy doors on this. So many doors, okay? Yeah, it is out of print, I believe. Absolutely. Yep, MIBs cannot run it anymore. So you're probably not going to see it at local conventions and stuff unless somebody is running it on their own time that is not a MIB. Uh, that's just kind of the way things go. Like, Steve Jackson isn't going to promote a bunch of games that are out of print because we want you guys to be able to play the game and be like, oh my God, I love this game, and then go out and get it if you want it, you know? So you don't end up seeing those ran at at game conventions because of that. So let's go through this deck here. Ooh, okay. So we have Herd here, and this is a power. So with the rank 3 power on this, that means that you have to be at least a level 3 or above to use this card, okay? If you were a rank 5, you could have a rank 3 power as well as a rank 2 power, but once you get up to that rank, like, you cannot go over with your ranks on that, okay? And those work the same way as powers in like the Super Munchkin and stuff like that. So we have Mob Mentality. Each time you help another player with combat, you draw an extra treasure. Oh, I like that card. These also have a very cool like art theme to them, guys. Look at the art on this. It's like out of the comic books there, you know? It's very gritty looking. It's the cards, like the Munchkin zombie cards, are very cute and everything, but this one has a very cool like comic gritty feel. I wonder if they use the exact comics out of this because that's what it looks like to me. I think they might have used like the comic pages. So here we have Dale. And I don't know if you guys have read the comics or not, but I mean, the characters are going to look somewhat the same, but a little different. And with this set here, this is fantastic. Since you're the zombies, you're basically going to be chasing down all of the characters from The Walking Dead, which is amazing, right? Star Zombies, you'd have zombies in space. It's like, that's a good combination, but that would be horrible because I hate zombies like that. Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. So we have Dale. We have Father Gabriel. And of course, you guys, if there's a specific card that you want to see, make sure and let me know. And I will put it underneath this screen here for you so you can get an up-close look. This was licensed, so I believe it is comic art. Okay, so that's fantastic. So this is Eugene here. +3 against smart zombies. No one's going to outsmart Eugene. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've read the comics. I haven't read all of the comics, but I've read quite a few. I've probably gotten through about half of the series. And then after that, I just like got uninterested in the show, and I was like, it put the books down, and then I hadn't picked them back up as of yet. We have Ezekiel, -3 against voodoo zombies. Anyone may reveal with Shiva card. Ooh, there's Shiva in here. From his hand to give Ezekiel a +5 bonus, keeping the card. That's fantastic. We have Abraham. We have Glenn. Powers have no effect while Glenn is in combat. Glenn's such a cool character. At least in the show, he was very cool. I'm so... well, you know, I probably shouldn't say anything else. I shouldn't do any spoilery things, right? Also, I would totally use the bullet dice in the Deadlands game. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Absolutely. The Deadlands game, that would be a fantastic use of those bullet dice right here. Like, I am totally down for these bullet dice. Like, it was so much fun taking pictures of this set together. Oh, Michonne. Okay, so we have Michonne, +2 against plague or rotting zombies, and a +4 against both on that. Bad stuff. Cut down to size. Discard all hand items you have equipped and lose a level for each one. Oh, Michonne is brutal. You don't want to mess with that lady. Like, dude, she will cut you down. She'll cut you. We have Andrea. We have the Governor. +4 against patchwork zombies, -4 against herd zombies. We have, of course, Negan. will not pursue anyone of a level 4 or below. And if Lucille is in play, no matter who has it, Negan gets a plus 10 bonus. This is a brutal card. So Negan is already a 17 on here. And if you do have that in play, then that's an extra plus 10. That's a 27. Like, wow. That would be huge. That would be so messed up, guys. All right, so we have some curses here. We have fenced in, some lose your mojos and stuff. Oh, and one of the reasons why I like Munchkin Zombies particularly is because, you know, you are the zombies, and then you get awesome cards like this. You have Cursed Pains, and then everybody at the table has to say Pains, and you all become the zombie horde as you come along. And that is one of the awesomest reasons to play Munchkin Zombies, guys, okay? Because, like, every once in a while you throw a card out, and you all act as zombies throughout the game. It's fantastic. Like, you get in the mood of it. You get in the feel of it, you know? We have Curse, Sliced and Diced, and Headshot. Okay, so we have a little cheat here. We have Rankest of the Rank. Put this card with any power. The rank of that power does not count against your total. Oh, that's really nice. So this, like, lets you use that and then use other ranks or powers on this, which is really nice. Okay, we have Roemer on the move. Whenever you would lose one or more levels, roll a dice on a 5 or higher. You may discard a card to cancel the loss. Okay, so those are like some powers on those there. Let's see here. Any other RPG with Space Marines would be a good one too. I completely agree with that. Yeah, Space Marines would be a good one RPG wise. Like I'm saying, anything from even, you know, like Western style games, and then from like the future, as in like today on, like the bullet dice would be fantastic for, because like why wouldn't you, you know? Like basically anything other than fantasy themed games, right? And they move so nice. Like they stop so well. I was so impressed with how well they stopped. They definitely improved from the prototypes on those dice whenever I first rolled them. I was like, "Oh, okay, you know." Like they roll pretty well, but these ones, like, they stop on contact like that. It was fantastic. Okay, so we have Mike and Terry. Ooh. So may join Michonne in combat without the use of Wandering Monster card. These are undead. You know, the two little zombies that Michonne had collared there that were like part of her family and stuff like that. That's awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. And they're undead. That would be interesting. Okay, so we have Sophia and Maggie, and we have the Hunters. Each player may discard one monster card, giving the Hunters a +3 bonus for each discarded. That takes that up from like a level 5, and then plus each card that you discard. So +3, +3, +3 on that. Yeah, the Wild West sort of RPG that that I've heard of is Deadlands on that. And that's like, it's the West plus like there's like some crazy like fantasy stuff happening in it as well. And then you have it where people have like exceptionally like fantastical powers created by like radiation and stuff like that. So it's like a post-apocalyptic style game that you would be playing with something like that. Yeah. So that, if you haven't looked it up, I would look it up and check it out. It's a really good game. Yeah. And then of course, like with the GURPS games and stuff like that, you know, you can play pretty much anything with that. You just make up a scenario and they have a book for it. And if they don't have a book for it, they have like a little catalog where you can basically take the stats and play any sort of theme that you want to play with GURPS, which is kind of nice, you know? You get to make up whatever story you want. So here we have Dwight and we have Jesus. So Jesus is +3 against fast, stealthy, or lurker zombies. No one gets a drop on Jesus. And he's a level 9. Oh, that's awesome. We have Tyreese, and of course we have Carl. Carl. However that meme goes. I don't think I do it as well as it happens on the meme. Like when I read it in my head, it sounds way, way better. We have, and Carl has a -2 against stealthy and lurker zombies and a -4 against both on that one there. And of course, we have Mr. Rick Grimes. You may discard a hand item to give him a -4, and he will not pursue anyone of a level 5 or below. Well, I'm happy to see that at least Rick is a level 19 in this, okay? So he's a real big baddie. You don't want to mess with Rick. I mean, you know, he breaks down a little bit here and there, but ultimately you don't want to get on Rick's bad side. That's right, Coral. Coral. Best part is just saying it, right? We have some Wandering Monster cards. We have Cursed Plains. All wide open spaces make it hard to sneak up on the living. You get -5 in your next combat because you have a hard time sneaking up on people when you're in the plains. We have Curse Falling Apart. Ooh, this one's a fun curse. Okay, so with this one here, you're going to roll a dice and then you're going to lose a specific item because your body's falling apart. It's cursed. You're falling apart. You can lose your headgear because you lose pieces of your head or your arm and stuff. That's messed up. So in an RV, we have +5 to monster. So this one here, you would end up, they're in an RV, so you're just going to get ran over. You want to avoid RVs at all costs when you're a zombie, okay? You don't want to be underneath that. We have Armed to the Teeth, +5 to monster. And with Shiva, +10 to monster. Play during any combat. If the monster is defeated, draw 2 extra treasures. Shiva's so freaking cool looking, guys, right? Who doesn't want a giant pet tiger that will eat people for you? Like, come on now. That's an excellent way to solve problems, although Steve Jackson Games does not condone releasing tigers into the world and eating people, okay? So, now for the fun gear parts here. We have a revolver and a sheriff's hat. Aww. You get an extra +2 against monsters level 10 and higher. I feel like if you end up like defeating Carl, then you just automatically should get his hat, right? Like it seems like it should go together, right? We have an eye patch. Oh, I love this because this is all items that you would like loot off of the characters. You have a festering wound, an extra +2 for plague or rotting zombies on this one here. We have a tank. You cannot run away while in the tank, but you may discard it to run away. Oh, okay, and that's a big item. Interesting. This one's amputation, used during any combat, +2 to either side on that. We have some grenades. Ew, a bucket of feet. Used during any combat, +2 to either side. And we have the katana, yes! You may use this weapon with 2 hands or for an extra +2 bonus. I'm down with that. Although, overall, I would not personally want a zombie running at me with a katana. Just as a note, that's not my thing. I would definitely be running the other way. We have Lucille. Oh, this is an excellent picture for Lucille as well. They got a really great art on this. If you guys haven't checked out the comics, like, they're so much fun to read. They're really interesting, and them versus the show are just completely different. Completely different, guys. You say that, yet I've never heard Steve Jackson explicitly say they are anti-tiger. I didn't say they were anti-tiger. I said they were anti-releasing tigers and having them eat people. It's totally different. Totally different. They could really like tigers, you know? We have oozing guts. We have a telephone and some riot gear. You don't want your zombies to have riot gear on because, well, I mean, you want yourself to have riot gear on as a zombie. But, like, in real life, I'm going to pass. We have a hammer and a fresh grave used during any combat, +3 to the Munchkin side, usable only once. We have a feeding frenzy, so you can go up a level on this. And a perimeter breach and fresh meat. Everybody likes a fresh little snack, right, guys? Right? So this is 56 cards. You can go to Warehouse 23 and pick it up for $11.95, so 12 bucks. This is a fantastic expansion for Munchkin Zombies, or really even Munchkin Apocalypse. Like, you could do either one. And these cards would be really fun because in the apocalypse, you know, you could come along these characters and then end up having to fight them and stuff. And I think that would be really cool. Like, this is a super, super fun set to have, especially if you're a fan of the show, you're a fan of the comics. All, as you see, all the characters are in there. All the fantastic characters are in there that you get to fight. Let's see. We will stand by that statement. Also, do not go look behind Warehouse 23. I think Steve Jackson would be more supportive of my life goals, my secret lab full of tigers. I'm so sorry. I'm just saying, guys, you know? Like, maybe, yeah, maybe you shouldn't go look behind Warehouse 23. I don't know. Yeah, no, this adds a lot of fun to the zombie game, guys. So, for myself, since I do love the Munchkin Zombies so much, I have the deluxe game, I have all the expansions, I have this expansion here, which is a good point. So let's do a giveaway for this expansion. Why don't you guys tell me who your favorite character is in The Walking Dead, and I will pick a lucky winner by the end of the week and give you guys this game because I mean I showed it off, I opened it up. I'll give the game high five, and then you can get that high five whenever it gets to you, okay? Plus, the cards are just amazing in it, okay? So, is that what they use instead of tigers in the upside down? Aw, aw. See, okay, so this is where the YouTube followers, you know, doesn't quite translate. He's got a little kangaroo up there and stuff. So, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I had a lot of fun opening this. Make sure to check out Munchkin Dungeon on Kickstarter right now, as that is up. It's for a fantastic price. Can't wait to see what all the stretch goals are going to be. It's going to be amazing. Also, these bullet dice are not out on Warehouse 23 just yet, so stay tuned for those. Maybe Jimmy might be able to tell us when they will be up to purchase and stuff, but I'm really digging these. Like, these are just, they're so nice to roll. I'm really enjoying rolling those and how fast they stop on that, you know? We got Dale. So, other than that, what else we got coming up this week? What are we doing for the rest of the week? Okay, so I'm going to be opening up the pocket box of the fantasy trip. So, fantasy trip pocket box on Thursday. I'm going to be opening up Cthulhu themed dice, which, man, those Cthulhu themed dice are so vibrant and just amazing looking. Like, so make sure to check us out on Thursday as well for that there. Also, next week we're going to be doing Valentine's Day gifts and stuff like that, where we're going to check out the really cool little packs that they have that are envelopes, and you can like give Valentine's away and also have cards in there for people, which is really cool. You do that for all your gamer friends. I've done that in the past for people that I know love Steve Jackson games, and you know, it like gives them like a little gift. It's super cute. It's super cute. And what else are we going to be doing? And we're probably going to be talking more about Munchkin Dungeon as the Kickstarter goes on. So we're probably going to pull that up a couple more times. I don't think I'm going to get the game in before the Kickstarter ends. But, oh, here guys, but we're going to be doing a giveaway, okay? So, Cool Mini or Not is going to be doing a giveaway for some products with Steve Jackson and Cool Mini or Not. And then the following week, Steve Jackson Games is also going to be doing a giveaway with some Cool Mini or Not products and Steve Jackson game products. So, make sure to take a look at the website, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and whenever that comes up, make sure to watch, and so you can enter in and win. So, like, who doesn't love free stuff, right, guys? Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. And let's see here. Okay, so also tomorrow, the Pocket Box games on Kickstarter launches. Ooh, okay, so we'll have to talk about that as well tomorrow, or as well on Thursday. So, Thursday, we'll review the Pocket Fantasy Trip, and then we'll probably visit the Kickstarter as well on that and open up those Cthulhu dice. And then the bullet dice should be available next month. I can't wait to see those like in the store. They're going to be amazing. They look so good and roll so well. Other than that, I will see you guys on Thursday. Thank you so much for watching, all right?